What's good, everyone? Welcome back to our channel, TSF Entertainment. I'm your boy, Retro CG, joined tonight by Miss Really BTV.
Hey.
Our sister in arms, Miss Honey, in the building.
That's sister in arms.
I know.
Fresh out of work. Fresh out of work, we got brother Jack of Joyce.
J.O.J.
Hey.
Mr. J.O.J. himself. And tonight we're doing something a little different. We're here to talk to you about the season 2 trailer of Raising Kanan. Season 2 premieres on August 14th, so we're kind of excited about that. So we're going to view the trailer together, and then we're going to talk about what our predictions are and first thoughts after viewing the trailer.
Okay, let's do it.
Where you're gonna want to start figuring out what you want for your life, making your mark on this world.
Doing what I did that night, looking that cop in the face. I don't think I'm up for any of this.
I'm looking to build, expand.
Kanan is scared, Rock.
I know who my son is, and I know what he's capable of.
I can't protect you the way that I thought I could, Mom.
So you're the little broad creating all these big problems, huh?
When they come for us, they gonna come for all of us.
You gonna question me?
I'm just trying to keep us all alive.
Your mom should have never asked you to do that, Kanan. But she was wrong.
You a man now, Kanan. It's time to get it.
On the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job, had second hands. My life got no better. Same damn low sweater. Time to grip the check like leather.
Everything I'm doing, and I'm doing for you.
Figured out I went the wrong route, so I got with a sick tight clip and went all out. Fast moves everything around me.
You the heir to this throne, Kanan. And it's waiting for you, if you want it.
Well, well worth our wait. What you think, guys? First thoughts.
Super emotional.
I forgot Latoya Luckett was gonna be in it. I forgot. When I saw, I was like, "Oh, snap! That's right. That's what's it, Jukebox Mom."
Mm-hmm. She's playing Jukebox Mom. So I think last season, at the end of last season, I think we had some kind of predictions on how she's going to come into the series, how they're going to introduce her character into the series. So since we started on Latoya Luckett, what do you think? How do you think she's going to be reintroduced into the story or introduced into the story? Because you remember Marvin had said in season that she ran off with an NBA player or something.
Yeah.
And she was hoeing or something through the NBA. So you think she's going to come back?
Say NBA players.
Players. So you think she's going to want to come back and be a part of Jukebox life, or she's going to try to rekindle her thing with Marvin? Where are we at on that?
I don't think she want to be with Marvin.
I be a part of Jukebox life.
Establish a relationship with Jukebox.
Yeah, and she
probably came
mother
back because
of
Jukebox.
I mean, she looked a little conservative in the trailer. She looks a little conservative, so I just wonder if she's, in that life again, or was, or if she's like Vanity 6. You know what I mean? She might be having like a Vanity 6 moment.
You know what?
No, I'm good.
I see. That's a good point. Marvin did get arrested at the end of the season, so maybe she's coming to see what's going on with Jukebox.
Yeah. I mean, Jukebox.
Because I feel like Marvin has been stopping her from having a relationship. I don't feel like she abandoned Jukebox.
Yeah. because Marvin's hurt and anger with her because of their situation not working out. Yeah, he probably created the distance between her and Jukebox. So I agree with that theory.
And when she was leaving, she may have even wanted to take Jukebox, and he was like, "You ain't taking my daughter."
Yeah,
and Marvin strikes me. Knowing Marvin the way we know Marvin now, it could have really easily have been a situation where Marvin did not allow her to take Jukebox. You know. And remember, Marvin used to be the head of the. Yeah, remember, Marvin used to be the head of the family. Remember, before he got in trouble, so he might have had a whole lot more clout and power or whatever when all that went down.
He also used to be an addict.
Well, that
that's true too.
That is true too.
That's true. That's true. But it doesn't seem like Marvin has ever really been the parent that has really cared for Jukebox. You know, he's kept her out of obligation because that's his daughter. But it seems more like Rock has been more of a parent to her than Marvin has because of their strained relationship. So you know that Jukebox doesn't really have a nurturing relationship towards Marvin. So maybe it's time for her mother to come on the scene and, you know, explain to us why she hasn't been around, you know, from her perspective, rather than what we've learned about her from Marvin's perspective.
And maybe, just maybe, Jukebox has a way of getting in touch with the mother, and she reached out to her because remember, where we left off was Marvin putting her out the house.
Yeah, Marvin did put her out. That's right.
So maybe she's had a way of getting in touch with her mother, or Rock might have reached out to the mother. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
But then something brought the mama back. Something brought her back.
Keep it cute. I think that's a good point as well. I think we are definitely going to see in this season the making. I think we saw it at the end of last season, to be honest. I think we saw the makings of the cold-hearted Jukebox that we met in Power.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think we're definitely going to see more of that unfold.
I mean, some of the conversations she was having with Kanan was in this trailer is kind of trying to get him to see that Rock is present, but she's no good for you. Like you got to wrap your head around the fact that your mom doesn't have your best interests at heart. I think how Kanan inevitably reacts because, you know, he's got a habit of kind of taking his anger out on Jukebox. I think that's going to cultivate, you know, the colder side of her. The fact that she's can't really depend on family. And then it depends on how her mom comes out the box on her. Because like I said, she was looking a little first lady-ish in the trailer.
Well,
she's got a lifestyle.
But then I want to say they said something about that in her description when they first said she was going to be on the show, that her character, didn't they say that her character was religious or in the church? Didn't they say that?
They did.
I don't know. Rock sometimes can be kind of conservative, but she's got like those ruby red lips. This lady was really a little, I mean, LaToya looked very conservative.
Yeah. They definitely, the makeup was definitely.
Yeah, I think they said something about her coming back and she had found religion or something. And I think her character breakdown. Yeah, I remember reading that somewhere.
I remember that. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I remember reading that somewhere. So I think I agree. Jukebox is definitely going to be a lot harder than what
Good point.
She gonna be wild.
Good point, Xavier.
What did Xavier say? And what did Marvin say? That you got the lesbian from your mom's side of the family?
So it may not have been drugs. It may not have been sex with a man. Yeah. It may have been a woman.
It may have been a woman. Right. Because Marvin said that's what happened don't mean that's what the truth was.
That's right.
But that would explain why he's so hostile.
And so angry, you know. It's more than just her leaving.
They fought.
Yeah. Yeah. And he had a very hard time coming to terms with that. So you're right. That's a good one.
She had to get him up off of her.
So did.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like Lulu is back in the family again. Because, you know, we saw at the end of last season, he kind of wanted to break away from the family. And Rock was like, you in, you all in. You know, there's no leaving the family. So it looks like Lulu comes back to the fold or whatever. But it still seems like, based off of the trailer, it still seems like and feels like he's 1 foot out the door. Like, he doesn't want to be a part of life, and he really wants.
He don't want to be a part of that.
He wants this music thing to be, his exit plan. So his character is very reminiscent to Ghost's character of wanting to have a better life, a legit life. Like they made enough drug money to go legit. And so it seems like he's going to still be pushing that narrative with the whole studio and the music thing. How do you think that's going to affect the family business?
I think it's going to be a distraction for the family business. After all, they say Lulu is kind of like it's kind of like the total package. He kind of like the bronze and the brains. He's not the wild card like Marvin is, but it's definitely going to affect the business. I want to see how it affects. Oh Jesus Christ, what's his name? What's Diddy's son's name? I'm having a brain fart.
Oh, I was talking about because we saw him in the trailer.
Comancho.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. I'm interested to see how that turns out, because that's going to be really interesting, because he got money tied up into that studio, and he got money invested into famous getting out there and doing his record thing. So I'm more interested in that. I think as he step away from rock and whatever, they're gonna pull him back. They're gonna pull him back in to take care of things that need to be taken care of, that have to be taken care of. But I think he's more of a foot and 3 toes out the door more than anything.
Comanche was Luke Cage, Xavier, but it's Crown Camacho, I think, is his name. Yeah. I hope that's not the case. I think I read in the comments somewhere where someone said that they think he's going to die this season. Eventually, I think he is going to die. I eventually think all of them are going to die, but it's not season 2. Not season 2. I don't want him to go season 2. Maybe season 3.
We're gonna get at least 4 seasons.
Yeah. I don't think we need to lose any main characters next season. I think there's going to be some things that happen with some of the main characters next season. Maybe someone goes to jail. Maybe someone catches a body or a charge or something like that, or investigated. But I don't think that we're going to lose anyone. I hope not. I actually like this cast. This was a good cast right here. I don't want to see any of them go. Now, who I can see go is the girlfriend. I can see her go because I think she's going to be a problem for the family.
Yeah, she need to be gone.
She's going to be a problem for the family.
But was it Crown's family or her family that hooked Rock up with the dope? Who
it was the lady at the bodega. It was the lady at the bodega.
Julia.
Yeah, we can do it with the girlfriend.
Now that's what we didn't see. We didn't see her, and I definitely feel like she's gonna have a part this season. But I didn't. Did y'all see her in the trailer?
I didn't remember seeing her in the trailer.
No, I don't think we've seen her in the trailer either.
But I didn't see the boyfriend either.
Oh,
did we see the boyfriend?
Symphony.
Yeah,
he's on the game reboot now.
He's in here though.
Yeah, he's on the game. He's on the game reboot right now, so I'm wondering if he's back this season. I hope that he's
back this season. Yeah. He's back this season, but he's back for a brief moment.
I thought I saw him in the cast list. I don't know how long he's back.
He's in the cast list. He's just not.
Well,
he might die.
Don't mean nothing. We know they don't mean anything. So let me ask you guys this, and y'all probably know better than I do. Who was Kanan talking to in jail?
That's who I was trying to figure out.
Because that's
Vernon
his.
Stark, I think.
No, it's the guy that
Defcon
Rock has a beard. The dad. He's supposed to be the dad, but he's not dead.
He's dead.
No.
His last name is Starks. That I could tell. He's related to Kanan.
The dude, Kanan thinks that's his dad. He doesn't know that the cop is his dad.
Yeah,
but I thought he was dead, though.
Yeah, I thought they said he was dead.
I don't know, but I think
that dude is related because I saw like sneak clips of some of the stuff from other avenues. That dude, his last name is definitely Stark.
I might have to play the trailer back again, but I'm having
we can look at it again.
I'm having a hard time accepting that that's DEF CON. If it is, then that's just poor writing. Because in season 1, episode 1, when Kanan was doing the narration about DEF CON,
DEF CON was in jail, though. I didn't think
they
DEF CON
said he got lit up for being a snitch.
Yeah, remember?
They said he got lit up for being a snitch.
No.
Mm-hmm. God,
I'm about to tell you who he is right now. I'm telling you, I said some stuff earlier today. Just today, saying that his name was like Vernon Stark or something.
There's 2 dudes. There's DEF CON, and then there's the boyfriend that she was with in episode 1. Are both of them dead? Or did
that was DEF CON. That was DEF CON. It was a flashback, remember? Because he was a kid.
It was a boyfriend after DEF CON that came in.
That was after DEF CON. That was her boyfriend. That was DEF CON was already dead. That was her boyfriend.
Oh, what was his name?
Okay, it says DEF CON went to jail. The one at the table when he ran home was the snitch, I think. Okay, well, I feel like that's one of them. It's either DEF CON or it's the boyfriend from episode 1. And Jack of Jordan said, his last name is Starks, so maybe it is DEF CON because remember that's got the last name. If he's got his last name.
I mean, I just assumed the way he was talking to him. I'm prepared to be wrong, but where he was like, you know, this world. I was like, who talks like that?
Yo, Miss Honey, you might be right.
It seemed like a father figure, unless he's like another brother or something.
What I was going to say about both dead, but I could be wrong. Listen.
Yeah, I guess I could be wrong. They did speak of him often throughout the series, so I don't know, because DEF CON, she was the beard for, right? She was the beard for DEF CON. The dude that she was with, I can't remember what his name is. Let me see.
I might go back and watch the whole season again.
No, I'm gonna go right.
I might need to go back and watch the whole season just to refresh my memory.
I feel like I need to do that.
I usually do.
I feel like I need to binge watch it just to refresh, all the little nuances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the one that roll right into that next season. That's my favorite part. Yeah.
Xavier says he doesn't believe that they ever said that DEF CON was explicitly dead. See, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch episode 1, at least episode 1, because all of that was talked about in episode 1.
Yeah, they did. They talked about it. Kanan talked about it in his narration when we first got introduced to the characters. He talked about it, so it's definitely mentioned in episode 1. I know that for a fact. We just might not be on point with the particulars, and that's okay. The chat is keeping us on point, so that's what's up.
That's what y'all are here for.
Just talk for a minute about how Kanan really looks like even more like 50 Cent. Like the eyes.
He was cast perfectly.
I mean, it's
even
like
talk like
going into 50 Cent as we're watching him. It's weird.
He even talks like him.
Yeah.
He definitely talks like him.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys this. Do y'all feel like what do y'all think the play is with Omar Epps' character? He didn't die, but he knows who shot him. And I'm sure he knows that Rock's put him up to it. So what's the play?
Rock got her stink all over this.
Right. So what's the play?
He smiles. Yay. Retro is smiling.
Rock got her stink all over this.
My man Unique. I'm team Unique.
What's funny is that he looks like he's doing really well for someone that was shot and had this, this illness. So
he was dying and everything.
So I wonder, are we seeing him from the beginning of season 2? Or are we seeing him towards the mid-season? Because if I were him, I would find a way to get Kanan's whatever he needs. The donation, the blood marrow,
the bone marrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
he definitely has all of the ammunition he needs because I mean, she tried to kill you, bruh. Like,
but I think he wants to get
high post. You're right, Xavier. You're right. DEF CON is in jail. The boyfriend that we were introduced to in season 1, episode 1 was High Post. He was the one who got killed for snitching. So you're all right. DEFCON is alive.
So that's DEFCON that Kanan's talking to.
That's in jail. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe, you know what? Maybe Kanan felt like he needed to go talk to him after finding out that DEFCON wasn't his father.
You know what, Xavier, you're fun. You know, that's funny you should say that, because I kind of got that impression too when I was watching the trailer. That can Detective Howard's character actually speak? Because even in the last episode when they showed him in the hospital or whatever, he was struggling to try to talk to his partner and couldn't. So is there some type of effect from being shot that is impaired his speech? Because I kind of got that feeling too, that he's not able to speak. Or is he's going to use this, as we said in our recap, because I think we talked about this in depth, that he was going to use this to kind of extort Rock into getting the bone marrow. That I know that you sent Kanan to shoot me. I'm going to give him up if you don't give me this bone marrow. So he could use that as leverage to get what he wants out of Rock.
I mean, he looks like he was doing a lot of surveillance in the trailer.
Yeah, like he's hiding out. Yeah, like he's kind of laying low. They think that he did.
They think he did, but he ain't.
Maybe it's some sort of protective
he did. Yeah. And that could be where Kanan got that move from, because you remember Kanan did the same thing with Ghost. Ghost thought he had killed him, and Kanan was hiding in plain sight. Yeah, and Kanan was hiding in plain sight, plotting and scheming the whole time. So Detective Howard could be doing the same.
So what happens with Unique? What's happening with Unique, y'all?
Unique got them charges on him, so it's going to take a minute for him to roll up out of those charges. So we're going to see.
We saw him in jail, so we at least going to see
him in the first few episodes. He's going to be in jail.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, we did. We saw him in jail, so we know. Yeah,
he's still gonna be making moves while he in jail. Definitely, Unique is my guy, because I ain't like the way Raquel said.
Do you think that Warrell is going to take over as Unique's number one now? Do you think Warrell is going to take over that portion of the business while Unique is locked up?
He don't have no choice.
Yeah, because I feel like they kept him alive for a reason, because he was supposed to be dead like 3 times over.
So he's gonna die this season.
Warrell.
They're not going to be the nemesis. It's going to be the mob that's going to be the nemesis this season.
Inside the jail, yeah, the mob.
That's the only reason I may disagree slightly with them not losing Marvin or Lulu, because what Rock is about to get them into, even if Lulu is able to keep Rock at bay, he can't keep all the mess that Rock is bringing to their doorstep at bay. You know what I mean? Like them being the brothers and the right hands, they're going to be targets. Lulu was already a target in season 1. So we could lose Lulu. We could. And remember, what's Marvin's daughter?
Jukebox.
Jukebox is close to Lulu.
Yeah.
We talking about things
you think that might be a catalyst that pushes her further over the edge?
Something took her to DC. I mean, I know we're jumping ahead, but something took her to DC.
Eventually. I mean, when we first saw Lulu, he had this look on him like he was, he was the number one man. And in these trailers, you just see him. He seems so remote. He doesn't really seem like he's going hard in the paint. So I just wonder, even for Camacho, whatever, even for him to be pushing back on Lulu says to me that Lulu has got some weaknesses somewhere. I don't know. We may lose Lulu this season. We may.
I think Lulu too smooth for that. I think he know how to play. I think he know how to play him. He ain't gonna let. I don't think he gonna let him get the drop on him like that.
The only reason
because I just think he's just too smooth for that.
The only reason why I vehemently disagree with that theory is we could have killed him last season. There was no point in letting him live. If we're going to kill him off this season, kill him off earlier in the season, then we should have just let him go on out last season and not even bring the character back anymore. I feel like there's still something that's going to there's still a purpose for Lulu for the story. And I don't know if it's that he decides to, because we assume that they all end up dying. We assume that they all end up dying, but could it be possible that he just disowns himself from the family and he eventually walks away? Or we could get towards the later part of the season, Miss Honey, and your theory comes to pass that Crown ends up killing Lulu for the studio, because they're going to have a power struggle between him coming in and strong arming him out of that studio. So you're definitely onto something. There's going to be conflict that's going to arise from that between him and Crown.
Between Rock and Kanan. Kanan seems like he is becoming a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more assertive.
Yeah,
those types of things. We know both of them bring heat onto the family in different ways, and I just don't know how much longer we're gonna see this family structure as is.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all something.
It's falling apart.
Let me ask y'all something. So with Malcolm being out of the hospital, he's the only witness to the shooting. Do y'all think he'll get Unique out of jail?
Unique is not coming out of jail to the end of this season. I think we're going to see him in jail. I think we're going to see him moving, but I think we're not going to see Unique come back and be a foe in any capacity until season 3. I think this is about Rock building that middle part of the empire, that part that changed Kanan, that pushed Kanan over the edge.
She's gonna run them streets for a minute. She's gonna run them streets unchallenged for a minute. I think her foe this season is gonna be that mob, right? Because remember in the trailer, there's a guy that approaches her and says, "You're the broad that's causing all this trouble."
Right.
So she's gonna be a problem for someone else. I think Unique is gonna spend this season trying to fight himself out of those charges, because the charges are stacked pretty hard up against him, because you got a witness with Julia, and then you got the jacket at the scene on the camera. So it's going to be kind of hard for him to roll up out of those charges. Eventually he is.
I forgot about that witness.
Yeah.
But the witness is a crackhead, right?
Well, the witness was 2 witnesses, because you got Julia as a witness too. Because you remember she lied for them and said that he ran past the bodega, which really was Kanan that ran past the bodega.
Right.
And she has a surveillance footage that she turned over to
with the jacket. Right.
With the jacket, yeah.
We saw him in jail, so I think we're going to his part. I think we're probably going to see him in jail. Now, at what part we're going to see him in jail, we don't know.
Yeah, he's going to have some enemies in jail that he.
How many episodes?
Let's take a look.
I guess 10, right? It's usually 10.
Yeah, usually season 2 always comes back with 10 episodes. But I feel like we had 10 episodes the first season.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
I feel like we won't see Unique until like the last 3 or 4 episodes.
I feel like this too. I feel like I can appreciate that we saw Kanan say in the trailer, 1, I don't think I'm made for this. I'm cut out for this. And 2, I can't protect you like I thought I could. Because remember, all last season, every mistake he made was trying to protect his mother. He kept telling him, I don't need you to protect me. So I find that interesting that you even see him questioning whether this is really what he want to do.
Good point, Xavier.
We're assuming that he was in jail, or maybe he may have died in jail, because they did talk about Unique taking over the organization after his brother went to jail. I'm assuming that him and DEFCON went to jail around the same time, so maybe they both are still alive.
That is a good question. Yeah.
Xavier, you on point tonight. You must have went back and watched.
I got to go back and watch. I'm starting
me too. Look,
because Xavier,
I got to do my
all the
homework
nuances that we forgot about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Marvin, what are we going to see with him this season?
Loose cannon.
It was already that.
He gonna be more of a loose cannon.
He beat his charges, because remember he got arrested too at the end. With that crazy lady.
I think he's gonna beat that charge
from the drugs, so he rolls up on his charges too.
But she's not reliable. Remember, they found out that she was a damn cokehead, so I don't know. He might be able to talk his way out of that one.
Well, looks like he did. I don't think Tony Deep is with us anymore. I think she might be going on home. to rest.
I think he will be spending most of his time trying to put his family back together, trying to make it right with Jukebox. I think he will come.
Think so?
I think so. I think at some point.
So.
Yeah,
at some point,
Xavier. Once again, you're on point because I think I do remember that for the character description for season 2 for Marvin that he goes through anger management. I think he's going to struggle with attacking Jukebox, and I think he's going to try to invite Jukebox to come back home. She's not going to want to.
She ain't going to want to.
Yeah, I think she's done. I think
she's. I think he's going to try to make it right, but she's done.
Yeah, she's done. Jukebox going to be in these streets. If she can't take refuge with Rock, Jukebox out here in these streets.
I think if anybody betrays Rock, it's going to be Marvin. I don't think Marvin is thinking about Jukebox.
I actually see that. I actually see that more being Lulu being the one that betrayed.
I was gonna say I see Lulu betraying her before I see Marvin.
Me too, because she made a point. They made it a point last season to overemphasize the fact that Lulu was loyal. He was down like 4 flats, regardless, right, wrong, or indifferent. He always did what was best for the family. So I think after him seeing the events that unfold last season, it left him in a place where he wanted to be away from that. And she kind of threatened him.
Lulu.
She kind of threatened him that you in, you all in, there ain't no leaving. You know, that studio you got was gotten with drug money. So she did issue him a threat. So I think if anyone could betray Rock that's in the family, it could be Lulu.
I think it's Lulu. I see, because remember, Marvin is a soldier. At the end of the day, Marvin is a soldier. Whereas Lulu wants more. Marvin is
he
cool
wants out. He wants more and he wants out.
Marvin,
he's a soldier, but he does want to be in charge too. He thinks he can run his own thing. That's why he took over the freeway thing.
But towards the end of last season, you saw him come back around the Rock and basically be like, "Yeah, I fucked this up." After he killed all them people, he kind of circled back around like, I fucked this up.
Kanan's friend, remember he killed Kanan's friend. That's what he struggled with the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, and knowing that how heartless and then the fact when he found out that Rock sent Kanan to kill Howard.
That's where I think he was done.
He was done.
Lulu was done. Yeah, Lulu was done.
It was a wrap. He was like, "Yo, I'm out."
Lulu will make the best decision for Lulu when it's time to.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning we ain't gonna see.
We got that girlfriend that's all up in his ear. So we got that girlfriend that's all up in his ear, and she's spitting out a yang at him. So she could very easily be planting those seeds of disloyalty in Lulu that's growing.
What about our extra characters, though? I think our extra characters are in there. Hollywood from Queen Sugar is coming.
Yeah, I saw him in the trailer. I did see him in the trailer.
And we've already talked.
Do we know?
He's playing a character called Cartier.
Okay. So maybe somebody in these streets.
Cartier, and I saw he had on like a thick chain and a turtleneck, looking all good. Well, I just wonder if he's going to be a friend, a foe. Is he going to be gangster? Is he going to be, politician? Like, what's his role? He wasn't dressed like that. He was dressed more like a club owner.
And he may be, you know what, Miss Honey? He may be the person that ends up taking over Tony Deep's club because I think we're done with her. I don't think we're going to see her no more.
She's dead.
Yeah, no.
She with that dog.
Season 1.
They probably put her in the oven.
And you don't think he's the love interest of Rock's, do you?
Nah.
No, because I think her and Symphony going to get back together. I think they're going to get it back together.
Because Symphony down to help. You see Symphony go pick up Kanan when he was in the bodega.
Symphony is a square, Jack. He's not going to ever be able to fit into this thug life. He's a square.
But that's what
I don't think he's a square, though.
Me too. I disagree. I don't think he's a square.
I don't think he's a square. I think he's reformed. I think he's choosing to not be a part of the life, but I don't believe that he ain't about. I don't believe that he's not.
I think he gets hands dirty, but they just don't realize that everybody is looking at him as a square. But I really think that he's down for whatever. Because remember when Rock, he knew what Rock was doing, and she tried to
knew what she was before, right? When he was a bartender at the bar,
it didn't scare him away. Nope. So that's why I feel like he could possibly get his hands dirty. She just don't know that she got an ally with him.
And Rock like to pick his brain anyway
on
information.
Is Symphony the feds? Now
I
can see that.
I don't think he's ops.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's ops. We said that last season. I don't think that he's ops. He's in too deep. Literally, he's in too deep because right now he's kind of an accessory to attempted murder after the fact. So
and of a cop. And of a cop. That's,
He in too deep. I don't think he's feds. He could be ops in a different version. I think that ultimately when he finds out about the murders and the drug dealing and everything, that may scare him off. I don't think the drug dealing itself is going to scare him off. Maybe the murders will scare him off, but I think Symphony is a rider. I think he's gonna ride.
I think after the cop situation, nothing's gonna scare him off. The only person that scare him off is Rock, but not with the murders. But
and that's what she's been doing, and that's what she's been doing. She's been scaring him off.
Yeah. But I don't think who Rock is or what she does more so is gonna scare him off. Who she is, and she might push him away, but I don't think it's gonna. I mean, you shot a cop.
And that's a possibility too. We could see that jukebox, right? That's a good point.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. I don't know if you see. Do you think that we're going to get Breeze in this season?
Yes, we got to.
Maybe in the end, like towards the last couple of episodes, we might start hearing that name, or we might get a couple of cameos of him and start seeing him in place. You know what I'm saying? To set it up for next season.
Who we didn't see in the trailer, which I'm sure is probably still around. What do you think Scrappy's going to end up at?
Well, he's there because I saw him in promo pictures, so he's around.
Okay.
I want to know who Kanan is waiting on. Who is Kanan mollywopping there in the end of the trailer?
And who they burying? They don't bury someone.
Lulu.
It looked like it had a little fur on that burial ground. I was like, who fur is that?
I missed
the part. And it's going to be deep in these streets with the drug dealing. I think he's going to get way into deep with the drug dealing.
Who?
Kanan.
Yeah, Kanan.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, you see Kanan. Yeah.
He all in. He's all in.
Xavier said he feel like he's going to be disappointed with the Breeze storyline. I don't know.
I don't think that they need to introduce the character.
Comment.
You know what, Xavier? I feel you on that because I don't want to be disappointed with the character either. I feel like if they're going to introduce that character, that particular character, then we need young Ghost and we need young Tommy. If they're
going to have to at some point.
Exactly.
If they're going to extend it, you're going to have to see them.
Exactly. Other words, what I'm saying is if we're going to get introduced to that character, it needs to be in later seasons when we get introduced to young Ghost and young Tommy.
Season 3. He's already evolved into this place. I mean, he was mid-high school?
Yeah, because they were like mid-high school,
Yeah. I feel like maybe the last 2 episodes we start hearing the name. We still may not have a face, but the name starts coming up in conversation. A Connect or the dude from the
because Breeze was running a crew. Because the crew that Kanan and Ghost and Tommy was a part of was Breeze, wasn't it?
That's right.
That means at some point his mama is gone.
He was a leader of his crew, right? Because at some point his mama had to be out there in order for Breeze to, step
what's
in.
going to end up happening where you think Rock gonna catch a bullet, Rock might catch these charges, and she might have to go sit down for a little while. And maybe when she gets out, she goes upstate New York, and her and Symphony live happily ever after. I don't necessarily think they're going to lose Rock season 2. If we lose Patina Miller, I mean she's the star power.
No, she ain't going nowhere yet.
Yeah, she ain't going nowhere yet. It's too soon for her to sit down. It's too soon for her to sit down.
Have we ever heard how she dies or how she goes
season
away?
4.
We don't even know if she's dead.
We don't know
if she did. He said he was to go visit his mom first, didn't he?
He said it was, but he didn't say where. He didn't say it was a cemetery. Whether it was a cemetery or a house or a hospital. Like we don't know which or jail.
Or
we don't know. I'm so glad we don't know because it just gives us something.
Yeah, it's open-ended. And it's written that way so they can put her wherever.
Yeah, they definitely left it open-ended so that they can fill it in however they feel like they need to fill it in. Because honestly, because Bettina Miller is doing such a great job playing the character. I wouldn't be mad if she's still alive. I wouldn't be mad about that.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad if they age her and that she's still alive.
But there's a lot of things that we're going to have to talk about through the end of the season Power, because we went 6 years, 6 seasons with Power. And in the end, when Kanan died, nobody claimed him except for Tariq. So eventually,
the mom probably don't know.
I mean, it was all on the news.
Jackie, been so optimistic this entire life. Your optimism has, I mean, such stamina. Jack is so optimistic this entire life.
Maybe she's in palliative care.
No,
maybe she's in palliative care.
I agree that she wasn't there to claim him, but what if she can't?
That's what I'm saying.
What if she went underground? Like let's assume let's walk down the line that her and her and Symphony run off. If she walks away, she doesn't walk away and stay right. Sparks. She walks away and she changes who she is. They leave. Maybe she can't come back. Maybe she leaves the city with enemies and she got targets on her back. She can't come back. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if we go back to Kanan saying, I got to go see my mother, first before I do anything, because his mother's not there and she can't come to him. He has to go to her. You see what I'm saying? Maybe she couldn't claim him.
Mm-hmm.
Or, maybe she's aged at this point. Maybe she's in a nursing home or something.
Or maybe a life of drug and murdering has gotten her killed. Maybe
she might be dead.
Kanan
she might be dead.
His son in the face, and he first shot his mom in the face. All of those things can be true. I mean, he turned out to be a pretty ruthless guy.
I don't see how this could happen.
And from everything she's pushing him to this point where he's gonna hate her.
She's not in DC, because I was going to think, well, maybe she was with Jukebox in DC. Nah. But then again, it goes back to when Kanan got burned in that fire, he called for Jukebox. Jukebox seemed to be the only member of his family that was still around that he could call on.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of his family is out of the picture. Some capacity.
Definitely not anybody in New York.
Nobody in New York. It was nobody in New York because he had to go all the way to DC for refuge.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't none of them around. Famous ain't around. Nobody from Kanan's past that we meet in Raising Kanan survived Power except for Jukebox. And that's the only character they introduced us to. If his mother would have been alive, should we have seen her in Power? We heard of her, but we only met Jukebox.
I mean, we barely saw Kanan.
I mean, in hindsight, we should have. Now that Raising Kanan came out, in hindsight, yeah, definitely.
Such a point to tie that bond between him and Jukebox, that they were so close, and that Jukebox had never let anyone stay in her house, and the girlfriend said, I've never seen her, react this way to someone, so you must be really special to her. There was like maybe 4 or 5 episodes where we had Jukebox, and the fact that he ended up killing her, I feel like, and you might be right, Miss Honey, maybe he murdered his own mother. I don't see what would cause him to do that other than he finding out that she sent him to kill his dad.
I mean, the one good thing Rock did was, I'm sending you to your grandmother's. He insisted on staying. After that, I mean, she had his friend killed. She had him.
Maybe they go to war.
She's just up in the ante in terms of what he must do to be in this life.
Why he ends up with Breeze. So you might be onto something with that, Xavier.
Yeah, I thought about that too. That the two of them fall out, and that's how he. I thought about that too.
It's coming. It's definitely coming.
I could definitely see
Rock
that.
is alienating just about everyone.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because even in the trailer, didn't Jukebox say to him that your mom never should have had you do that? Your mom
you definitely I feel like in the trailer, we definitely see in the trailer that Lulu and Jukebox are pulling away.
Yeah.
We definitely see that because remember, Jukebox, her and Rock got a special relationship, but even she's like, "Yo, that was wrong. Like your mother should never did that."
Yeah,
that was too far.
Let me just run that back one more time. Let me see something here.
Please do.
You get into an age, Kanan, where you're gonna want to start figuring out what you want for your life, making your mark on this world.
Doing what I did that night?
The
Looking that
Wu-Tang
cop in
Clan.
the face? I don't think I'm up for any of this.
Yep.
I'm looking to build, expand.
Kanan is scared, Rock.
I know who my son is, and I know what he's
think he
capable
is.
of.
I can't protect you the way that I thought I could, Mom.
So you're the little
She's at the
broad creating
bodega,
all
so
these
Julie
big
is definitely
problems,
around.
When they come for us, they gonna come for all of us.
You gonna question me?
I'm just trying to keep us all alive.
Your mom should have never asked you to do that, Kanan. But she was wrong.
Oh, who was it?
It's time to get it.
On the crime side, the New York Times style. Staying alive was no job at second hand. My life got no better. Same damn low sweater. Time to grip the check like leather.
Everything I'm doing, I'm doing for you.
Figured out I was the wrong route. So I got with a sick tight clip and went all out. Fast moves, everything around me.
There's an extra woman.
And it's waiting for you. If you want it.
Well, who was that was coming up behind Rock?
Everything around me.
Right there. Who's that?
You the heir to
Probably somebody from that mob.
You the heir to the
It
stone,
looks like
Kanan.
Unique.
And it's waiting for you.
No, that was no
If
unique.
you want the stone, Kanan. And it's waiting for you. If you want it.
Was it Marvin? He had a high top thing.
It looked like Marvin.
Everything around me.
Nah, that ain't
Oh
him.
no, that's not Marvin. That's not Marvin.
That's one of them members from the mob. That's one of them gang.
yeah.
That's one of them gang members from that mob.
Yeah, that's a white guy.
He's
Yeah,
a
that's a white guy.
Caucasian.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out who
He
Jukebox
dead as
was on
fried
the phone
chicken.
with the blade.
I
Right.
thought
And
I
remember,
thought-
Rock, yeah, that's true too. Xavier, that remember Jukebox does know that she ordered the hit on D-Wiz. So not only did she know about the hit
How
on
did she
D-Wiz,
find
but
that out? Are we sure that she knew that?
she knew because remember she saw Lulu picking D-Wiz up that
That's
night.
right. She was coming. She was getting off the bus from seeing the girlfriend. That's right.
Yeah.
Y'all right. Y'all right.
She never told Kanan, but she knew.
But Kanan knows already that D.
He knows now. Yeah, he knows now.
Yeah.
That Rock told him.
'Cause Rock
Streets
told
need
him,
a
yeah.
body.
Streets
Yeah,
need
that's
a body.
crazy. I thought I saw an extra girl there. Like, so LaToya Luckett, Rock.
It was an extra girl there. I don't know who it was.
There's an extra
Wasn't that
girl.
Lulu's girlfriend?
That lady was black. She was light skinned like Haley
Well, maybe
on
that's Kanan.
P Valley.
Kanan Boo. Is that Kanan Boo?
I don't know.
Could be. Could be.
She looked older than me though, but she had like a headset on or something. I don't know. Now I'm excited after I'm watching the trailer with you guys. Picking it apart is making me want it to come on like right now.
I know, right?
Maybe was it not?
I love Raising Kanan.
Was it not Lulu's old lady?
That's what I said, but they said no.
It wasn't a
That's
Hispanic.
what I thought it was. I thought it was Lulu's girl.
This was a black
No, I
woman.
wasn't famous sister. Yeah, she was.
Is it a
black
Could
woman?
it be Lulu's girl that just got black? You know, a black hairdo. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Who?
Don't worry, I'm gonna find her. She in here somewhere.
Maybe it was Jukebox I saw.
Or
No.
maybe it's a new love interest for Jukebox.
It could be.
I know who y'all talking about because I seen her too, and I was wondering who she was. She was in a car.
Yeah. She was sitting in the car. Get it right.
Good.
Ooh, Hollywood.
Look who lurking.
Yeah, I think Xavier right. He don't look like he could
Detective
talk.
Howard.
He doesn't look like he could talk.
He look like he might be strict and dumb. Deep, deaf, and dumb. Deep, deaf, and.
Yeah, she is looking real plain Jane.
It look like they darken her skin up a little bit.
That's what I was getting ready to say too. And
that or they've been lightening it all this time. But she looked like wait.
Jukebox look like she going through.
Who is that?
You saw when that's Latoya Luckett when she knocked the shit out.
That's Latoya Luckett.
Yeah, when she slapped Marvin.
That's Rock. Okay.
He probably said something real disrespectful.
Oh no, that's Rock. Rolling up on somebody like I thought that was Jukebox.
I don't know though. Is that Rock?
That is Jukebox.
Right,
that's Rock.
Yeah, that's Rock.
That is Rock.
That's Rock. I thought it was Jukebox at first. Damn, Jukebox look like she going through something.
Who is that?
That's Rock.
I think that's the same scene. I think that's the same scene where she's putting the knife.
It's
the earrings though.
I thought it was.
That's the same thing because she got the same sweater on. That's the same scene.
Sweater.
They just got it out of order.
So that's the dude that rolled up on her. I still want to know who was in that car. I thought it was Lulu.
Still looking for it. Why I can't find it?
I don't know.
And who was Kanan punching on?
I had that sweatshirt, y'all. I just need y'all to know that sweatshirt he has on right there. I had that with the volleyball on it, the Adidas joint with the volleyball. I had that shirt.
Hey, you gotta admit the clothing in this is fire.
It's on point. It is definitely on point.
It is perfect. I usually dress
it's
like
so
that.
Familiar. So it's just all so familiar. That's what I like.
Look like he may be incapacitated, or
I thought I saw a girl turning. Was that they met? That may have been Jukebox.
It was a girl turning, so it probably was Jukebox because it happened so fast.
That's Scrappy.
Yeah,
she's
that's Scrappy.
Probably baking cornbread.
Yeah.
She's still sitting there drugs down that shoot. She's making that cornbread and fried chicken. There goes Symphony. Yep.
Looking good.
He got the Chico DeBarge mustache.
He looked like Chico DeBarge.
All light-skinned brothers don't like Chico DeBarge, bro.
No, but
don't do that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because he's light-skinned. I'm not saying that
right
because
there.
he's
Listen, let me
light-skinned.
go
He
back
really
to
does look like
that.
Chico DeBarge.
They getting
robbed. You gotta been robbed. But go back, retro. Go back real quick.
That's the feds busted in on them.
Well, they got him. Go back real quick to that with right there where we saw Jukebox with her hair out and stuff.
That's Jukebox.
I think that's her trying to like be with her mom. She was looked like she was at church, got her hair out and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She in a church.
In that stained glass window.
Yeah, she in church. I feel like that's
maybe this is where her mother finds her at. Maybe she's at the church, trying to seek solace behind what happened to the little girl.
I think she went looking for her mama. I don't think she. I don't know. Maybe. Because she do look shocked right there, don't she?
Yeah, she looks like she's in shock. So
the cops were banging heads. They probably rolling up on everybody because of that Howard shooting.
In the bodega.
Yeah, she's at the bodega right here. I saw it too, Crystal.
Was she like she was walking past?
Find that thing, and we seen it in this trailer. We seen it.
I think it was Jukebox I saw maybe because I thought that was. They look so different depending on the scene. And the lighting.
And
it was
somebody
in the car.
By a little quick too.
I don't think it was.
Who was that? Who was that he was beating on?
Somebody in these streets.
Guy. I wonder if it's Unique's guy.
Somebody in these streets. So a random.
That's
we got to see Kanan be all hard this season. So it's just gonna be.
Who is that? That's Rock.
That was Rock. That was in the car. That's Rock.
Yeah, that's Rock.
But that ain't who we're talking
about. Looking at who's that dude?
That's Warrell. That's Unique right hand man.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's who it looked like Kanan beating up.
That's who was getting chased by, or that's who was running up the street naked with a robe on.
Yep, that's right. That right there.
Yeah,
who's that?
There she go. It ain't Lulu lady. It ain't Lulu lady. That's who I thought it was.
That is not Lulu lady.
No, that's not her.
Who is that?
Might be Jukebox new girl.
I'm gonna find out who that is for the night over with.
Jukebox new thing.
I'm gonna do some research.
That's
while I'm watching episode 1.
When do they show us who she's looking at? Let's see. They don't even show us who she's looking up at. That would give us an idea of who she was if they showed us who she was looking up at. The next scene.
Who that with the chain on?
That's the guy that
older than Kanan
was talking about.
She looked way older than Kanan.
And she looked too old to be involved with Jukebox too. So
yeah.
What's going on? What's going on with Unique Girl? What Unique Girl look like?
That ain't her. That ain't her.
I don't know though. Maybe.
That ain't her.
Maybe she's looking up at the apartments, peeping the scene.
I mean, Rock took over for her old man.
I don't think that chick was light skinned. That girl, Unique's girlfriend, was brown.
I think she was brown skinned.
Yeah, she was brown skinned.
I gotta check it out. I gotta find out who she is.
I don't know. All we need to do is find out who the new characters are that are being introduced to season 2. Because she will be in that lineup with LaToya Luckett and them, but I don't know who this is. She's not.
I'm gonna have all the characters posted tonight and tomorrow. The new characters.
I thought she was gonna be
on TSF Entertainment page.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking for it. Jacko.
Could she be LaToya Luckett's love interest? Could she be LaToya Luckett's old lady?
I don't think so.
Oh, we got to have it in every show. So it's here. And could this be her?
Well, we already got it here with the guy in jail and Jukebox.
Oh yeah, that is true. But I don't know who this lady is. This is gonna worry the shit out of me.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do my
research. Who this woman? Who that white woman?
I hope the season starts out with the bang like it did first season. Super nostalgic. I really do. I hope it does. I hope we could get some idea of when things started to change for both of our characters, Jukebox and Kanan.
As we get ready to wrap up this recap or our reaction, what do we think the season totally is going to go? What do we think is going to happen by the end of the season?
I think
go
ahead,
Zach.
Go ahead.
I think like Miss Honey said, that this is pretty much like the molding, and we see where Kanan kind of transforms into more of this beast more than anything.
This ruthless.
I think this is this ruthless being. I think like this is going to be more coaching for Kanan, and it's kind of like, okay, now you didn't pop your cherry, so now you've been introduced to murder. This should come off easy to you. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of that. I think we're going to see, like we said, Lulu is going to separate herself between the family and the music. I think with Jukebox, is going to find more of an interest with that cop. I can't remember the cop's name.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Good one, JOJ. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but I think she's going to find more interest in that cop.
Yeah.
Detective
and that's how she. Yeah.
Her name was Bert.
Yep. And that's how she will end up going down the path of being a cop, the understanding of her sexuality.
That's gonna be her. That's gonna be Jukebox's new love interest. You think Jukebox? Because remember, Jukebox is older than Kanan. She's older.
She is.
So, do we think that that's going to end up being Jukebox's new love interest?
It could be. But I definitely see a little more
of that. Going back to what Really B said, trying to figure out what took her to DC and what made her become a cop. That lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That lady that made her become a cop.
Yeah. So that might where she be laying low. She might be laying low at that cop's house, at that lady's house.
All right, Xavier, you've been betting 1,000 tonight. Who is this lady? Who is this woman?
Hoppo, who this
woman? Who this woman?
But I agree. I agree with what everybody has already said. I think this season is going to continue to be the foundation. I think we're going to continue to see the rising arc of the organization. I mean, even though they're going to take some bumps
This is
and
how strong
some
they
bumps and
became.
bruises, yeah, they're going to take some hits and stuff. But I think it's going to continue to see the upward. And I think towards the end of the season, this is my opinion. I think towards the end of the season is when we're going to start hearing and maybe hearing about some of the other characters going into season 3. Because like I think we said last year, this series only has about 4 or 5 seasons in it before you have to start bringing in the other characters because of where they started.
You think that they can go 6 seasons?
I think
5, maybe 6.
I think if they go 6 seasons, they're gonna have to, by season 5, you're gonna have to, at the very least, you're gonna have to start at least hearing the names Tommy Egan, Ghost. Like, you're gonna have to tie up some of those storylines. If we go into a season 6,
Tasha,
if we go into Lakeisha, it's gonna absolutely be
Angie.
If there's a season 6, the end of season 6 should end with Kanan going to jail.
And where power started, I agree with that. Where power started is where Raising Kanan should end. And now we got.
They're gonna stretch it out that far to here. We could do that.
But then that means you would have stayed on 4th season.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
That would be so dope if they did that. If y'all out here watching our little review, take that into the writers' room and make that happen, because that's exactly how Raising Kanan should end, with Ghost and Tasha sending him to jail, and now we know the rest of the story.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It should tie up all those loose ends.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That would be
really dope.
Yeah,
I will be happy. I'll be pleased.
Because in retrospect, is exactly what happened with Power into book 2. The events, the ending events in Power was the starting events of book 2. So the ending events of Raising Kanan should really be the starting point for Power.
That'd be
this is a flashback. Since it's a flashback.
I'm excited just to get to the end of the. I'm excited to see the end of the road.
That just renewed my excitement for this.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I hope that we get excellent writing with this season. I think Sasha Penn did a very good job last season. Let's see if they can bring it on in with the writers this season. This actually kept us most intrigued. I think I can speak for the panel and say that this was our best Power series besides the original that we liked.
By far.
It was better storytelling and better writing. I just need for them to break down Jukebox a little bit more. I need them to break down Jukebox a little bit more, because right now they kind of left her out there in limbo last season. I need for them to bring some of that character in, because the events would happen with her girlfriend should have happened later on. And I could have saw that being the catalyst that turned her into this cold-hearted, ruthless person or whatever. So I need to see what makes her this killer, what makes her this con artist that she became. Well, I guess we already got the con artist part, because she was already pulling licks and stealing.
Yeah, she was already boosting and shit.
She was still in the polo.
Yeah, she was still in that low. She was living that low life.
Yeah.
Well, I personally am looking forward to seeing what pans out between Omar Epps' character, Kanan, and Rock, because he was a formidable foe for Rock, and he has feelings for Kanan as his son, and he also needs Kanan's DNA. And Kanan also shot him. He's going to have to approach him in a certain type of way, like he's laying back. Like that storyline right there, for me, I find multi-layered and very intriguing. So they spoon-fed it to us last season. I really, really hope we get to see a little bit more about how he's going to manage that. He's a smart guy, and he's a little dirty himself, so I'm interested.
Actually, Miss Honey, why you talking about that? That may be the meat of season 2. That and everything else is a side dish. I think this may be the main course. of season 2 because I don't think that we're going to get reintroduced to Howard's character. I don't think that the family is going to realize that he's alive until the end of the season. At the very least, after episode 5, I think the big reveal is going to come in, and that's going to end out the season.
I mean, this is the season to lay low because Rock is really busy building this empire,
and she's gonna think that she's not challenged out here. She's gonna think that she's got these streets, and all of her problems are going to resurface. Detective Howard.
She walking like Dominique Devereaux this entire season.
I think all her problems are going to come to fold at the end of season 2. All right, so not bad for a trailer. I'm excited about it. I'm thinking that we're going to get a really good season, and it's going to really give us our fix because P Valley really gave us our P Valley is everything. We'll be back tomorrow night to talk about it. Miss Honey, I watched your review today while I was at work, and I know you're feeling some kind of way about Uncle Clifford. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night. I'm going to try to put some.
I'm gonna go watch that too.
I'm gonna put some insight on your feelings towards Uncle Clifford, Miss Honey, because I think I got a better perspective of Uncle Clifford after watching this episode. But that gives us something to hold on to while we're waiting for another 2 years for P Valley to come back.
It won't be 2 years.
I hope that it won't either because they've really delivered. I mean, I don't think it was worth the 2-year wait, but they really did deliver. I think they did a very good job with P Valley. All right. Any last thoughts, guys, before we wrap up?
I love that lip. I love that lip, really be. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's it's Juvia's Place, honey. It's from their berries collection.
Okay.
It's from their berries collection.
Miss Honey, where's your kicks and lips? I mean, where your lip at tonight?
Let's see. Let me pull out something.
Okay, so
I'm still rocking Milani.
All right, so
Jack, yes, I love that Milani, honey.
Yeah.
So Jack, because you are in your work attire still, I know you got your Gucci.
That's right.
Tonight.
So get out of here.
I know my brother. He's got his Gucci belt on. He's got his Gucci belt on. His Gucci loafers on. That's his work attire.
Get out of here,
tonight, but I can give you a kick tonight since the girls did the lip. I'll do the kicks. So
let's go, fire.
Yeah.
I was sitting here trying to guess what shoes you had on, but we didn't talk about that off the.
Yeah. And I'll even give you a scent today. Let's see if you could guess the scent, Jack. What we got today?
I got on Luna Rosa.
You got on Luna Rosa?
I got on Prada Luna Rosa.
Yeah, you got this one.
I got on Prada Luna Rosa.
I'm wearing Blue by Chanel tonight.
Okay.
Let's go.
Blue by Chanel. That's the scent for today.
Well, I have on Fenty. If that's what I have on today.
Okay. All right. You have your Rihanna.
I have my Rihanna Fenty. It was a birthday present.
Oh, how nice.
And it's still on too. I had this on all day.
Actually, for this to be an EDT, it really does perform very well. Very well.
It does.
It's a very nice fragrance. One of my go-tos. It's one of my favorites. I love it.
We're gonna get into that too.
Virgin Love. We do the ladies do the lips and the guys do the kicks because we can't keep up with them. So
yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't know about what Miss Honey kick game looking like. We're gonna have to put Miss Honey on. But
I know I'm having knee surgery, and so the doctor's like, "You need rubber sole shoes." I was like, "No, I'm gonna be forced to go sneakers."
You look like you're a heel girl.
I do heels, but I have a hard time with sneakers because I just don't know what to pick. Like I definitely need
it's plenty
supervision. I need some consultation. Because I'm just like white sneaker girl, but I need to, be more festive. I love camouflage, chartreuse.
Like these.
Yeah, chartreuse is my new favorite. Oh yeah, those are fun. Those are fun.
She said those are fun.
Okay,
that's different.
A lot of fun.
Virgin Love said, "Get some Crocs."
No,
yes,
no,
you
no,
know I got my Crocs, girl.
You're not going to do the Crocs, okay? No, Miss Honey, we're gonna do more of that for you. We got to get you a shoe. So we're gonna work on that too. That's
I'm on simmer, but my flame isn't out. I'm not. I won't go quietly into the sweet now. I want some funky tennis shoes. I want something, you know what I'm saying? I don't want like sparkle. I just want them to be real cool. I sent you a link, Retro, of a weather lady that is a sneakerhead.
I saw that.
She doesn't wear. I know.
That.
I was like, who's helping her pick her sneakers? They all went with her outfits so great.
I think she might be a sneakerhead naturally, for real.
Yeah.
She had all the matching outfits and stuff with them too. Yeah, that was dope, actually.
You guys start sending me looks, like DM me, start sending me some tennies. You guys don't call them tennis shoes though, do you? Sneakers. Really big. Start sending me some sneaker pics.
We got some fire for you, Miss Honey. We'll get you right.
I appreciate that.
I'm about to say, listen, let me get off of here. I got to get ready to go. But yeah, they made me spend way too much money on sneakers.
I want to get 4 great pair, 4 really, really good pairs. So you guys send me some pics. I'll pick 4 really good pair from your pics, and I'll show them here on the panel.
All right, we got you. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night to talk about P-Valley.
Peace.